Surovo in Bulgaria is a popular ski resort. Around 250 kilometers from the capital, Sofia, it's set amongst magnificent pine forests in the Rhodope Mountains. Although the ski slopes are redundant at this time of year, the breathtaking vistas remain a big attraction. Transworld Sport headed to this part of Bulgaria to experience the country's most celebrated traditional festival, the Rozhen Fest. Although steeped in history, the event hasn't been staged for 9 years. But due to increasing demand, the organisers decided to bring it back for 2015.
The Rozhen Festival is over 100 years old. What is symbolic here is that the area used to be part of the border between Bulgaria and Turkey. In the olden days, some of the villages were split in two. Half of a village was in Turkey and the other half was in Bulgaria. So the purpose of this Rozhen festival, which was created by a priest, was to organize a gathering where the divided families could get together. Over time, it's become the oldest festival around. Today, it's the largest of its kind too. There's a magic feel to this location, and the festival enjoys huge popularity with people from all over this country.
The sound of the kabagaidi, the Bulgarian bagpipes, signalled the start of the 3-day festival. This unique instrument produces a very low-pitched drone, a sweet, haunting sound evocative of its ancient Rhodope mountain home. The pipers were joined by folk singers, instrumentalists and dancers from all over Bulgaria, providing the audience with performances that were both artistic and memorable.
These things just make you feel good and help you feel the atmosphere of Bulgaria, of the mountains. Coming here was a surprise for my girlfriend. Today's her birthday. I wanted to wish her a happy birthday and to wish for us to be together for many more years.
I think that this is a really nice present. I'm enjoying being here and I'm happy to share my day with so many Bulgarian people, especially the great musicians.
The locals certainly embraced the event in their thousands. Despite the sweltering heat, around 150,000 people attended the festival daily.
Coming here, the first thing that struck me was the amount of people. It's great to see so many enjoying the traditions of Bulgaria. It's important to have events that can unite everyone, and that's why this festival is so good.
It's great to see everyone dancing together. The music is beautiful, and I've been impressed with many of the dances that I've seen. It seems that everyone has a smile on their face. They're here to forget about their problems for a day and have fun.
The traditional dress worn in the eastern part of the Rhodope Mountains consists of several parts. This bit here can be made of several kinds of fabric. It varies from dress to dress and a person's own particular taste. This is a traditional kind of mantle. We also wear aprons with decorative belt buckles. And this is the necklace. They're not worn by each and every woman, only by engaged or married women like me.
The Rozhen Fest is not just a folk festival, but an agricultural show too. Amongst the invited guests was the Bulgarian president, who stopped to have a word with Transworld Sport.
We're all gathered here together, united by the cultural variety and rich heritage of a unique Bulgaria. Get away from humdrum life. Discover the true things. Come here to Bulgaria to meet hospitable people, to enjoy real food. See the people who've preserved their traditions and customs for thousands of years. Come here to touch and feel this real part of Europe.
Amongst the various activities taking place over the 3 days was a sheep shearing competition. Unlike at competitions in New Zealand, where electric clippers are used, here the shearers employed a pair of old-fashioned scissors. The winning shearer was Ivo Vasilev.
I started sheep shearing to honor my grandfather's memory after he died. I used to be in the Bulgarian army. When I left, I began shearing, and I've been doing it ever since, almost every day. I love taking part in the sheep shearing contests too. I've travelled over 300 miles to come here, but it's definitely been worth it.
Along with the president, another famous face in attendance was chef Uti Bakhvarov. A very familiar face on Bulgarian TV, he brought his usual flair and theatrics to the show, preparing many local dishes.
The large frying pan is made out of the front of a steam locomotive. Yes, a steam locomotive that arrived in Bulgaria in 1907 and was in use right up until 1956. I found it in an old railway carriage repair factory. I took it and turned it into a really large frying pan. It can be used at large gatherings like this one here. What we are planning to make today is a traditional Bulgarian recipe called kebab stew. Thanks to the deboning competition which just took place, the meat in there is lamb. It's cut into cubes and we add onions, green peppers and local wild herbs. Then we leave it to cook in the locomotive frying pan, as I like to call it, for about 4 hours.
And Uti wasn't finished there. The following day he made a soup in a copper cauldron, a replica of the one found in the kitchen of a Bulgarian monastery on Mount Athos. The cauldron weighs 200 kilos and its lid is lifted by a special crane.
I had the pleasure of cooking in front of the Louvre Museum in Paris a few weeks ago. I used this same cauldron. There was an exhibition on, which was all about the Bulgarian kings of the past, and I made this traditional Bulgarian bean soup.
The Bulgarian Equestrian Federation celebrated its 100th anniversary last year, and the sport continues to grow in popularity here. The Rozhen Fest was an opportunity to showcase various breeds of horses, and a show jumping competition was held. Coming out on top was Todor Kirov and his horse Camino.
I enjoyed today. It was a pleasant experience. When we found out that there would be a festival this year, my father and I set about organising a show jumping event, because it wasn't originally part of the program. We basically arranged it all ourselves and constructed the course. We drew a good crowd who really liked seeing the horses in action, and I'm just happy that it all went according to plan.
Horse pulling was another equine event which drew the crowds. Horse pulling is believed to have originated in the early 1900s, when farmers challenged one another to see whose horse could pull the greatest weight. At this festival, the horses had to draft a 1-ton sled 30 metres. From horsepower to manpower, and Bulgarians love their wrestling. It's the sport in which they've won the most Olympic medals. Here in the prestigious 60-kilogram division, Ivan Gorev overcame Michel Mikhailov in the final.
Wrestling is a great tradition in Bulgaria, and over the years I've won many trophies and medals in the sport. These old-fashioned types of contests are held on grass and all over the country. When the weather is good, they are staged every week. I did well today, and I'm pleased to have won here in Rozhen. in front of lots of people.
As darkness fell, the festival was lit up by the fire dancers. Fire dancing is one of the oldest Bulgarian folk traditions and is connected with groups whose patron saints are Constantine and Elena. The dance is performed barefoot on live coals and was once practiced by ancient Thracians living near the White Sea.
When we dance on the embers, our psyche is just very strong. We can't describe how we feel at that moment. After we step off the coals, we forget all about it.
It's not dangerous for me, no, because I have faith. I believe in God, who protects me, and in the saints, Constantine and Helena, who protect me too, so I'm grateful to them.
On the final day of the festival, visitors were treated to a spectacular show reenacting battles from Bulgaria's historical past. Featuring the Bagatur stunt crew, the performance honoured the Bulgarians who claimed that the famous figure Attila the Hun was their ancestor. It was the perfect ending to what had been an entertaining 3 days, celebrating the culture and traditions of Bulgaria. Its success means that the event is sure to be on the calendar again.
This event helps to create a certain feeling amongst those who attend. It lifts the spirits. It's an amazing event, and the best thing of all is seeing the smiles on the faces of the people, both young and old.